Hi, Jamie. It's Shannon. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Also, it's quite more busy than it has been in the past. I mean, we had some time off and more downtime during December and Christmas, and now that we're back at it, my goodness. I hear ya. Hey, I have a couple questions I wanted to ask you. Do you have a few minutes? Awesome. Well, as you know, now that Christmas is over, it's time for taxes, and so I've started the process of going through all of my paperwork needed because I have an appointment scheduled with my accountant at the end of the month, and I've yet to receive my 1099 from you guys. So I wanted to double check and see what the status was and if they'd been mailed yet, and what information you had with that. Sure thing. It's Hamilton, spelled Hamilton. No problem. Great. Okay. Is that a definite that it's going to be mailed out next week, or is that more tentative depending on how processing goes? Okay, let's go ahead and do both because I do have that appointment scheduled with my accountant, and I know that I do have some leeway between now and then, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So here's what I'd like to do. If one, I moved this last weekend, so I need my address changed in the system, so when you are done processing, that 1099 can be sent to me. And then the second thing is if I can give you my email address, and then you can send me the electronic copy. So the old address is 1126 Sunrise Court. Do you need the city, state, and zip? Okay, so that should be San Francisco, California, 91219. Sure. New address is 4240 Glacial Park Drive. And okay. And then that is in Rosemond. That's spelled Rosemond, California. So neither. I'll spell it again for you. Rose, like the rose, a flower, and then Mond. Yep, one word. So the state is California, and the zip is 95127. I will do that right after we get off this phone call. I've got all my paperwork ready to, I've filled the paperwork out and I'm ready to turn it into the post office. Just haven't made it quite there yet. Awesome. So it's my first name, Shannon, dot Hamilton, dot 19475 at gmail.com. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Great. Okay, so I have another question not related to taxes. With it being a more busy season now and things are picking up, I did want to double check in, or I wanted to check in on a few things. First, I'm grateful for the amount of work that you've been giving me, but I did have a couple questions as far as how scheduling goes. I'm noticing that my appointments are coming in where I may have one appointment that's at one side of the valley in the morning and then another appointment further later on in the afternoon at the opposite end of the valley, and I don't really have enough time to go home between those appointments, so I'm having to drive across town to get to that next appointment, but I have a significant amount of downtime before those appointments happen. And so I'm just curious how scheduling on your end works and how you divvy up the assignments on a daily basis for the interpreters that work for the agency. I'm definitely not wanting to come across as not being appreciative of what I'm getting, but sometimes the travel time and the distance and time between those appointments can be a little challenging for me. So if you could shed some light on that, that would be great. That would be awesome. Thank you. Okay. No limitations at all. Like I told you when I originally started working with you, you are my sole employer, and I enjoy the freelance world. And my schedule is very, very flexible. I have all day availability. I was just becoming a little concerned of the distance I was traveling to and from appointments and having to sit and wait when, if I'm available and sitting and waiting for an appointment, I would love to be utilized and be at another appointment if that's possible. So no, there's no travel limitations. Time-wise, I'm open and available to whatever you need me for. Yeah, I just wanted to share a little piece of feedback. I recently had an appointment the other day up at the university, and I thoroughly enjoyed the team that I worked with. I don't know if she's part of our agency or not. Her name was Catherine, and there was between her and I and the client that we were interpreting for, I thought that the assignment went over really, really well. The client actually was a pleasure to work with, and so I don't know if you ever receive feedback at all, but just wanted to put that out there that it was a great assignment. Catherine and I really clicked as a team. We were able to deliver the message accurately and professionally, and if I ever do have the opportunity to work with her again in the future, I would love to have that be a possibility. Let me think. I actually wrote it down. Let me check my planner. Yeah, it was Catherine Murray. Let's see, what day is it today? It's Tuesday, so that would have been last Wednesday. What day was that? I don't even know. Oh, that's so nice to hear. Yeah, like I said, I think we all felt really good about everything that had happened in that assignment, and that's ultimately what we want, right? Awesome. Well, I really, really appreciated you taking the time to chat with me. I know this kind of went on longer than I had expected, but I appreciate you sending over the electronic document for my taxes and, responding to my feedback about appointments and sharing the information that you did about the client. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks for all your help. Thank you so much. Have a good day, Jamie.